Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, I've decided that I need to launch a rocket and get it off the Kerbin. Yes, no, I wanted to get something in orbit around Kerbin, but at a distance further than Minmus. Now, I just don't know how far out you can go. I mean, if it's 10, 15 million kilometers or something past Minmus, I want to see how far it is to the point where your orbit speed is like almost nothing. I want to see if that's even a possibility, and I have kind of botched this takeoff just a slight bit. Burned a little bit too much fuel, but that shouldn't affect us later on, I at least hope. But yeah, I want to get that thing out there. Now what I'm gonna do is end up launching towards Minmus and basically using Minmus as a slingshot, and afterwards just circularizing the orbit and then just extending it as far as I can possibly go. And hopefully that will work out. I don't know. I think I might do the moon, actually, now that I think about it, because I want it to have a perfect orbit, I guess, if you want to call it that. Not like an absolute perfect orbit, but you get what I'm saying. I want it to be circular, not, with very little inclination, and, or even if there is some, just not like a horrible amount, because with Minmus, there's just, it will screw up the inclination completely, and I don't know what that's going to get me later on, so I'm going to use the moon. So let's get this silly thing in orbit. Once again, launching crazy, silly, weird things. The one thing I will say with this game is I always end up either getting the long end or the short end of the straw, if you want to call that, or is it a wire? Every movie uses a different one. I usually either end up getting the short end, where I'm the one who's got to go out and, face the velociraptors and turn on the power switch, or I'm the one who gets to stay back home and have no problems whatsoever. But generally, it's more towards the velociraptors. Always. For the velociraptors. I don't know why, but that's the end of the straw I get, usually. So, yeah, with the fuel tanks on Minmus, I'm going to have to do a redesign. It wasn't a fully tested idea. I think I stated that in the episode, but, yeah, they're not working so well. So, if anything, it shouldn't be too hard to modify that and fix it. So we'll see what we can get out of it. Hopefully everything will work out in our favor. Usually does. I already have a few designs kind of in the works right now that look like they're promising, to say the least. Promising. But, we'll see what happens. That's the best bet I can... That's the best answer I can give you at this current time. So let's see. Get this moonburn set up, and I just need it to slingshot me. So we need something like this. Will work. I don't know which way it's slingshotting us. In a crazy direction, that's all I can say. Let's see. We need something that's a little bit more straight. I don't really prefer this whole going into a crazy direction. Alright, that looks good to me. I think I'll just stick with this. See if I can... oh yeah, what am I doing? Alright, there we go. That's what I needed. I don't know why I was trying the other one. Alright, so that is going to be something like that. So what I wanted to do is turn a little bit. It's going to be like an escape, but not. So I basically got to burn to even get this thing oriented correctly, because there is no SAS on it. I kind of that was kind of a planned feature. So, and because it is such of a big rocket, it's going to cause problems. There we go. Well, at least I have control when it comes down to, like, right here. But yeah, that was just kind of one of the design features, no SAS. And that was mainly to do with weight. I did not want to pack on too much weight on this thing. But we'll see what happens. You know, it's a very untested design. I'm thinking it's going to work without a problem. You know, if anything, with you guys, when you watch my episodes, you guys know I generally oversize all of my rockets, oversize everything, and we are very close to, what is that? That looks like the Kerbal Space Station over there, and I ended up going to the Kerbal Space Station just recently. I was just checking it out after, you know, the new computer, all that stuff. Looks amazing still. It looks amazing, and yeah, it runs without a flaw. I might end up dropping some Kerbals out of it too. There's 3 of them by the names of what is it? Bill, Jebidiah, and Bob, that happen to be living inside Kerbal Space Station, and I think they've been in there, oh, say about 5 years or so. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're a little dirty and sweaty, and you know, I haven't even launched like a you know, any missions to, you know, do any upkeep or anything. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of, like, I'm pretty sure, like, right now, to go to the bathroom, they just pretty much go out into space and just pull their pants down and let it go. Or they put it in, like, they just go inside the what is that? There's like the chamber in between both of the like when they're about to go on an EVA. Can't think of the name of it right now. They just put it in there, and, well, I guess I didn't get to use the moon as a slingshot, unfortunately, but whatever. So let's get this thing way out there. We're gonna pass by the moon, and Minmus is going to be fairly close too. I mean, this is gonna be fairly close between both of them. I'm gonna start my burn once I get to about right here, just so I don't lose Kerbin or anything like that. Actually, I'll go out a little bit further. Now let's get the RCS or SAS. Here we go. I need to burn retrograde. So let's see. See if burning retrograde will give me. Alright, that's good. Get out a little bit further. Wow. The orbit speed on this thing is going to be like nutty slow. That's all I can say. And I'm not liking the way that it is pointing. And I want to change that. I'm sure if I right here, that will be awesome. Yeah, that will be awesome. Alright, so that's what I need to do. That, and we need to circularize this orbit. Wow. Yeah, no. That like that. Yeah, there we go. Wow. That's really far out. Just want to... I like... I don't even... Alright. Yeah, I want this to be straight. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem. It's funny is I packed all this extra fuel expecting to use all of it, and I'm probably not even going to be using all of it just to get in orbit. I kind of figured for some reason that getting in an orbit like this would require a lot more fuel than it actually needed. So, but it's going to be a communication satellite, so, I mean, it's a good thing. I might as well extend these too. It's not like I have anything to worry about right now. It's a huge communication satellite, and they can use it to point into deep space and contact some strange aliens. So let's fire this engine in 3, 2, actually no, not 3, 2, 1. We got 8 minutes left on our node, so I'd rather do my burn in the 8 minutes. Alright, yeah, that we went past our node. Whoops. Circularizing this orbit. Oh. Circularizing. There we go. God, that... What is that? 67 million kilometer orbit? Or meter. Meters? Yeah. I wonder what the... my speed is still very high. I wonder how far out I can get it anymore, or if it's just going to get to the point where it won't allow me... Okay, yeah, it's going to get to the point where it's not going to allow me to do that anymore. So I'm going to have to flip this thing around as quick as I can. How much fuel? Okay, yeah, I'm like still really good on fuel. I think I might just end up decoupling this just to bring the mass down. Yeah, I think that'll be a better option. Bring the mass down, that way I can maneuver a little bit better. RCS would have been a better thing to bring along with us. So if I bring this one out, then I come back around and bring this one out, I think it'll be alright though. Let's see. There we go. Nuclear engines to the rescue. So this orbit is going to be very, very slow. You can see it's almost... You can look at the moon, how fast it's going compared to this orbit, so... This is actually kind of amazing to me. This is really cool. Now, I'm going to maneuver it again and see if I can... This is at 82. I'm going to bring this one up to 82 now. I guess 202 is as slow as you can go. I thought you could get it all the way down to 0 for some reason, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's see. Wow. I don't want to have to flip all the way around just to fix the orbit, so... Oh, come on. I'm afraid to go into time warp because I'm afraid I'm going to get kicked out now. I guess this is almost the furthest orbit out you can get from Kerbin itself. Or at least very close. It's like 82, 83, something like that. 85? I don't remember 100%. I'm sure you guys noticed already and you were like, yeah, you're wrong. Whatever you just said was wrong. Your whole life is a lie. Alright, so just gotta do a really super quick burn. And I think, you know what I'm going to do is dump this whole stage too. I did not even need it, and that's kind of saddening considering that is a lot. So this thing will be better. I'll be able to maneuver it better just the way it is right now. And I have 3 ion engines that I'm going to kick on that I can use, and that will give me more control compared to those huge engines. And then we can really see what we can get out of this thing. So lock it on right there. Oh god, I'm on retrograde. What am I doing? I'm such a noob. Yeah, this is giving us better control right now. Overall, a lot better. Very much so. Get these satellite dishes open. Some of them. There we go. Got plugged right in there. Let's see how far out we can get. That's 83. Oh, okay. Wow. So 83 I think is the max. I don't think I'm gonna get any further than 83. Maybe if I'm gonna go back around one more time and see what happens then. I'm gonna go on this side and then try to burn out a little bit and see what happens. You know, I put ion engines on it for a very, very, you know, easy control compared to a fuel engine, which is going to be insane to control. So, alright, there we go. Stable at 83.5. Look at that. I mean, that's. I think the orbit's going to take more than a day. I don't know if that's a day. I think that's a day. Yeah, that's like it's like a whole day almost just to get in more than an entire day. I don't know what I'm thinking. Now, is that retrograde? Very slow orbit too. Very, very slow orbit. Yeah, a 14-hour. It takes 14 hours to get to the other side. So I think that's an hour. Could be. I'm probably completely wrong. Alright, there we go. Right on the money. So this is 82. It's 83. Wow. That is an insane orbit. 80 is that 83.480, and that's 83.5 something, and it's just spazzing out right now. I don't even know what it's doing. It's calculating an escape, but at the same time I'm not. I think I'm going to back it down a little bit because I'm. It actually, yes, it is. It's showing an escape here for a second. I'm just gonna knock it down just a notch. This is amazing. I can't believe how far out this is. Alright, yeah, I don't think it's going to calculate an escape anymore. I think it should be okay. This is what happens when you, to me, when I start getting a really near perfect orbit. Because that's 33.530, and then this is 33,497. But this is because it's so far out. I don't think and I can go any further than this without actually hitting an escape. So what I'll do is pop all these out. And this will be, where's Kerbin from here? I don't even see Kerbin. Kerbin should just be like almost a dot. So, where is it? It should be like on the side of us somewhere. I don't even see it. I mean, it would be bigger than a dot, but I don't even see it, to be honest. This is intense, kind of. I don't even know where Kerbin is. I can't even see it. I don't see any spots. So, I think I'll just do the right thing, and I'll point it towards the ground. Yeah, I'll point it towards... Actually, that means Kerbin should be this way. Right? Yeah. Kerbin is that way. I think that's Kerbin right there, that little flashy spot, or that's like min-miss or something. Because that's the only flashy thing I see in the entire sky that doesn't look like a star. So I'll point this directly at Kerbin. It will always be at Kerbin. And yeah, so we have our deep space comm satellite that is on an escape trajectory right now. Don't know how that happened. I'm gonna have to fix that again. I don't know if this is gonna keep happening or what is going on with it, because it looks like just maneuvering it is creating the escape trajectory or something. So put this on retrograde, burn for a second. There we go. Wow, this thing is just spazzing out. So point it back down again. Once again, I hope this doesn't get into an escape trajectory. I'm not gonna go about making sure it's all perfect and everything. That's good enough. And Kerbin is just a speck from here, I guess. So I'm gonna go renaming this thing. This is the Kerbin System Deep Space Control. I don't even know. Kerbin System Deep Communication. There we go. Now how about that for a communication satellite? Sure, the signal would take like, 3 weeks for it to go there, then 3 weeks to come back. You know what I'm saying. 20. I know there's like an 18-minute lag for Mars in real life or something like that. It's like an 18-minute lag between for a communication. So I'm sure that might be like a minute there, then a minute back, whatever, something. So anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, check out my Twitter and my Facebook. I always post my latest Kerbal updates, and yeah, I will see you next time.